Well, there's been so many times that I have sent a healthy and delicious lunch with my kids to school. Well, the afternoon comes, I take the lunchbox out of the backpack, and the lunch is soggy, it's barely eaten, and it's annoying. Well, we have to change that, right? Chef Dan, with the seasoned chef, is here today to show us easy lunch ideas the kiddos will eat. And speaking of kiddos, Anna Kate Garofalo, this is my 6-year-old, is also in studio, and she's going to do a little cooking and put the lunches to the test. Hi, guys.
Hi, Claudia.
It's good to see you, Chef.
Always good to see you, too.
Yeah, how are you, Anna? Are you excited to be here this morning? Yeah? All right. Okay, well, let's talk about this, Chef Dan. What tricks do you have for preparing lunch ideas when it comes to the kiddos? Because they could be tough.
They can be. There's two things that we want to focus on. Number one, kids are going to eat what they like.
Sure.
So the parent's job is to get them to like what they eat.
Okay.
So getting things cooked properly, hiding the vegetables in the food, because we got to get more vegetables in the diet. Kids crave carbs, they crave proteins, they crave dairy. We want them to not necessarily crave vegetables if we can't, but at least get them to eat them without noticing them.
That's
so
what I'm
you can
doing
hide
now.
the vegetables.
Yeah.
So that means cutting up things small.
Okay.
The other thing is get them with you. Don't cook for them for their lunches. Cook with them. Get them involved in putting the flavors together.
Oh.
Because then they're going to get what they like. And then if they come home with it and if they haven't eaten it all, well, it's your fault. You packed it, right?
Oh
so,
my
you know, you got that
gosh,
going for you.
I got to get better at that.
Well, get her involved. And that's what you're doing here today,
That's
getting
right.
a little involved. So,
Anna Kate, what do you like in your lunchbox? What would you like to see in your lunchbox?
A peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, that's pretty easy. Okay.
yeah.
What?
But use organic peanut butter.
Okay.
Use healthy butters. Use healthy breads.
Yeah.
And they're getting what they want, and you're still giving them good nutrition. Use something like bananas instead of jelly.
Yeah. Do a little
Or a little
Elvis
honey,
thing
or even
there,
a little
yeah.
drizzle of agave nectar. Or
Okay.
give them something they can dip their, make them in fingers and give them something they can dip, like
can
dip
dip
a little
something fun
agave
for
nectar.
them. All
Something that
right.
might be a little bit healthier.
What are we making today? Because
Okay.
this looks very fun.
Well, first of all, we have a real simple one. This is just a noodle salad, but this is an Asian noodle salad, and we do this in our young
good.
people's camp.
Okay.
So it's just some nice rice noodles,
Okay.
a little Asian seasoning, cut up small, ready to go. Kids love noodles, adults love noodles, everybody likes noodles. So a noodle salad travels ready to go. You can make it the night before, pack it up and go. Now this is a huge amount, that's enough for 2 people.
Yeah.
But we didn't know how many we were going to feed today, so it's ready to go.
Okay.
And have them make the sauce with you. It's an
it.
easy sauce. It's a put-together sauce. You taste and adjust. There's no cooking involved.
Yeah. Would you be okay with noodles in your lunchbox? Would that be okay?
There you go.
Yeah?
So you don't need to cook anything except the noodles.
Okay.
And all the vegetables, look at the carrots, really, really small.
Really fine and they're
So
in
cut
there,
them
yeah.
small so they mix in. You want to try that? Just say yes.
Go for it, Anna Kate.
I love it when people eat right out of my
She's eating big
hand,
mouth
you
fan
know?
and everything. I know that I could pull that off at home. but
Well,
I'll
we did the
try.
same thing with the broccoli because
Okay.
I had a kid who said in a cooking class that we did, he goes, "Chef, this can't be broccoli. It tastes too good."
Wow.
And I thought, poor mom. You know?
Oh my gosh.
So this is air fried broccoli.
Ooh.
And we had Anna have some a little
Anna,
bit
why don't you
earlier.
try it? Yeah? Do you
Yeah,
wanna try
she's already
these?
tried it and she it put a smile on her face, so we did
already
something
she's
right.
already
So
being reluctant,
yeah, we don't want to
I'm telling
stuff her, right? We don't want to overfill.
Okay.
And of course, the portions are up to you and your child as well. The amount of food is important for them to help you with
Sure.
that. Okay.
Can you show us how to make something
Here we
that
go.
I can make later on?
You got it. Here's dinner. This is last night's dinner. We have some noodles in pesto vinaigrette. We have some nice chicken breast that we pan roasted and air fried broccoli.
Okay.
Vegetables, starch, protein, flavor. And I've got some roasted vegetables hiding underneath, some onions, peppers, and zucchini that we roasted. Because roasted vegetables travel better than sauteed vegetables or blanched vegetables.
So there's a little healthy
Okay,
surprise.
so there you
I
go.
think.
So you had dinner. Now
Okay.
you make extra and you turn your dinner into lunch. So here's your kit that comes right out of your little thermos.
Okay.
It's got chicken. It's got the roasted vegetables. You can throw in a little bit of the broccoli.
got
I'm
the
just going to do,
broccoli in there.
just going to, showpiece, right?
Okay.
And then a real simple pesto balsamic
Oh, yeah.
vinaigrette. You're going to open that. Make
ahead,
sure
Anna
that
Kate.
you use containers your kids can open.
You know, containers
We-
is an important thing here.
Yeah, because teachers end up doing a lot of the opening for the kids.
Yes.
They don't know how to open it. So now what we're going to do
Watch
is we're
this,
just
Anna
going to
Kate.
pour a little bit of this on, as much or as little as you like.
Okay.
And Anna Kate, you can toss that with a fork.
Why
Just
don't
stir
you
it
mix
up.
that? Yeah.
Stir it up and then give it a try.
There you go. Mix it good though, so that you get all those flavors going on in there.
Right. And if you want, the other thing you can do, if the kids like, this is just a little shredded romaine.
Oh.
Packed separately so it doesn't get
case.
wilted in this. So they can
Yeah.
put it in at the last minute.
Got it.
And if they don't want They don't have to, but now you're adding a little more green
Yeah.
without all the effort of just cut it up and throw it in a container.
That's perfect.
And even if they don't eat it like this, it'll come home and it'll still be
It's
good.
still fresh, yes.
Now,
I have a feeling
time
this is
for you to
gonna
have
be coming back
treat.
home. Hey, Chef, talk to me about kids and cooking, because one of the things you guys are
Yeah.
really good at is the classes here.
I'm going to bring this over. Claudia, right over there is a thermos just in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the same meal, and I'll get to you. This is the same meal hot,
Okay.
ready to go, heated in the morning, traveling
Perfect.
in the thing, and now it's even hot.
Yeah.
So if they like it hotter, it's still that, but it's hot.
All right.
Okay,
All right,
'cause
Anna Kate. Well, I'm
so-
going to let you try that.
when we want to get kids involved, we want to
Yeah.
get them involved in the kitchen. Find out what they like,
Okay.
get them involved. Don't cook, as I like to say, don't cook for them, cook with them.
Perfect. Okay.
Don't have I have kids that come to the camps. They're cooking for their parents.
I love that.
Already,
That'll
12
be-
and 13-year-olds. I
that'll
say
be a
that's great,
wonderful
parents,
thing.
but for the
Okay.
ones that are learning, they cook with you. Get them involved. Have them do one or
Yeah.
two things during the meal, and get them to own the flavors that they take with them.
Okay.
So that they're actually going, honey, is this good? Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
it's going in your lunchbox tomorrow.
All right, Chef Dan.
Here's your favorite stuff.
We gotta go, okay?
There you
Thank
go.
you so much for being with us today. Anna, you work on that, and of course, you can cook no matter the age. Head to theseasonchef.com to book your next class, and be sure to use the promo code COCO. Receive 20% off that next class.